Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial. Today we are going to learn about the sign up using the Supabase in React. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So let's go with the demo. So this is our sign up here screen, okay, which requires email address and the password. Okay, so here we have the temp mail. I'm going to copy this one. Currently you can see that we don't have the users, we have only two users, right? So let's go and just create that one, this one, and then the password would be the same. I think the password will be the same. Create account. Okay, so account created. If I go to the temp mail, you will see that the confirm your sign up. So here we have the confirm, follow this link to confirm the user. If I go to my user authentication table, so here you can see that the user is registered. Okay, this is registered, but here you can see that waiting for the verification. If I go and just verify this email, confirm your email, so it will be verified, right? And it come to the welcome back to the screen, that is login. Okay, so here you can see that currently it's waiting for the verification. Now here you can see that the verification is completed, last sign in at. Okay, that means when I click on the confirm, it will automatically sign in, right? So here you can see that we can I can go to the dashboard because I'm automatically logged in with that user. Okay, okay, that's it. Let's take a look of the code level also. So first of all, we have to create the lib supabase.js. So here we have the structure. Let me just close the files. Let me just close all. Okay, so here we have the file structure. So forget about the cart and everything. So just we have a source, we have a components. In the components we have the lib, then we have a supabase.js file. So here we require the supabase url and the supabase anon key, so you should get from the supabase. Okay, so here we have the supabase, and here you can see that from here introduction you will get the supabase url. Okay, and for the the N key, I think it will go with the API keys. Let me check where it is, where we have the integrations, no, API settings, and here we have the URL of the Supabase. And where is Anon key? Anon key would be in the API keys. Let's take a look, and this is our Anon key. Okay, so you just copy this one and paste into your respective env files. Okay, first lib and the supabase.js file, done. Next you have to go with the context and we have to create the auth context.js. Here we have the authentication process. Okay, so first of all we will go with step by step. Now we are going to just word wrap this one, so you will get to know we have to import the react context, use effect and the use state also. Okay, then this is a library. In the lib we have created the supabase for the creating the client, right? Okay, so we are using the use auth. Okay, if there is a use context, then if there is no context, then the auth must be used with the auth and provider, otherwise return the context. Okay, then we have auth provider where we have the user. We have to set the user. If it is logged in, then we have to set in that one. Okay, so in the use effect, get initial session, right? Data session await for the Supabase or dot get session, which will help you to get the session from that user. So we'll get the, if there is a session, then I'm going to set the session with that user. Okay, and that makes the loading to be false. Okay, and then we are going to call that one get initial session. Okay, listen for the auth changes if there is, like the on auth state changes or any event is changes like logout sign out. So in that case we are going to set that one. Okay, and return the subscription dot unsubscribe. Listen for the auth changes, right? So this is for that one. Now most important, that is the sign up process. Okay, so we require the email and the password. So what are the things to be remembered? That is await supabase.org.sign up. In the sign up, that we are that they have the functions for the sign up, that is supabase.org.sign up, which we have to send the email and the password. Okay, and it will return the data and the error part. Okay, so this is very important. Right, after this we'll go and just return the auth context provider with the value and the children. Okay, this is done. Context, auth context. Now we have a signup.jsx. Okay, so this is the sign up screen, right, which requires a use state, use auth, use navigate, because we are going to navigate that also. Okay, email, password, confirm password, success, because after the like sign up is done, we are going to give us a pop-up modal where we have said that the email has been sent successfully, please confirm that one. Okay, so password doesn't match, we have add the logic over here. Okay, and then await sign up, because sign up we have make this one like use auth. In the use auth we have already make the sign up, right? So this is our sign up part, right? Okay, so sign up from the use auth. Okay, so we are using. Okay, now we have to go with the if set success to be true, if the everything is okay. Okay, now here we are, so you can see that sign up, we are sending the email and the password over there. Okay, if there is an error, set that error message, if not then set success true and navigate to the login screen. Okay, and this is the full-fledged, you can say, about the sign up screen with the tailwind css. Okay, so if you don't know how to integrate the tailwind css, we have already the videos, you can just watch it over there. Okay, so this is the code that account created successfully, please check your email to go back. If there would be a condition, if the success, right? If not, then we are going to show the basic form with the email and the password and the confirm password. Okay, email address, right? And on change we are going to set the email, which is the state part, right? Okay, this is the same like three fields you have those which are react person, they know how to make that one. Okay, and if the type submit is there, disable loading. Okay, until unless we have to show the disable button, so if the loading is false to according to it, the button is disabled, right? Unloading, then we are going to create a spinner, animate spinner on that button, creating the account, right? And this is that if you already have an account, then this one, then sign in here. Okay, then the sign up function component done, right? Now the second part, okay, that is we have to use the sign up one, that is app.jsx. Okay, so the main one, so here we have the sign up, so we have to include that one. Okay, so here we have the navigation users in the sign out. So here you can see that in the navigation part, you can see we have this one, dashboard and the sign in sign out. If I go to sign out, we have the login and the sign up process. Okay, so here we have, there's that one, auth app, then we have a dashboard, then this if there's a condition, if there's user, then the dashboard and the sign out, if not then login and the sign out. Okay, which is correct. Then in the auth provider we have to check that whether the user is login or not. Okay, we have to show that login, sign up, and forgot password, these are the just navigation routes. Okay, and those who have the like the auth provider, then in that case this will not be shown. Okay, so the navigation, so this is the navigation part, which we have the user, sign out, like login and the sign out part, dashboard we have to say on the behalf of it. Okay, and then we have the basic routes, that we have a dashboard that would be a protected route. Okay, the dashboard cannot be accessed until unless you're not logged in. Okay, that's why it's wrapped into the protected route. Okay, rest of the routes are still the simple one, like the sign up, login, and everything. Okay, the dashboard you can't, if suppose I'm not logged in, I'm just trying to go with the dashboard. If I see this one, I'm going to just access the dashboard, I can't. Okay, because it's protected route, until unless you're not logged in you can't access this dashboard. Okay, then close this one, right? This is done, right? And handle sign out, so this is a function for the sign out process. Okay, because in the dashboard on the navigation we have the sign out button, so on the click on it, then we have to sign out that person, and sign out is here in the use auth. Okay, so we have this sign up, and then we have a sign out also, right? So supabase or dot sign out will help you to sign out that user, right? So we have successfully done with the sign up process, right? And in the next section we are going to go with the login process. Okay, so sign up is done, let's move to the login in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If anything I missed, just to let me know in the comment section, or if you want the full code, then I will go with giving you the full-fledged code. Okay, so any doubt, any query, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.